And lastly, 16 years ago, a lot of you know, I lost my daughter at the age of 26 to a medical malpractice. And there's no way of saying what this church did for me in that time. My sister came from Baltimore to be with me for 2 weeks, and again, she was a born and raised Episcopalian and attended a church in Baltimore, and she was on the vestry. But she said she had never experienced a community like this, full of such love and hope and support. And when she left me 2 weeks later, she said, I know you're going to be okay because you have your church behind you in that love and support. And they have been. You all have been. It's been 16 years and I still feel the love.
I watched Isabel becoming fully embraced by this church family. She was offered so many opportunities to be involved in all the church activities. She felt so important and special. She truly blossomed through the simple acts of inclusion in choir activities, the readings, church plays. As time went on, I could see her feeling more comfortable and wanting to be involved in activities at the church. She was learning to care, to give to others. I was so glad that Isabel was going to grow up with this family.
I've been going to Church of Our Saviour since I was born, as my mom said. Some of my earliest memories are being in the nursery or playing bells in the bell choir. I remember the Christmas pageants every year with Bob the Camel. I remember the peach festivals. I remember church school lessons and laughing until my stomach hurt. I remember the times when Father Hank would let me say the Alleluia, Alleluia at the end of church. I remember being an acolyte for the first time, being so scared that I would mess up. I remember my Rite 13 ceremony. I remember many nights spent with Siobhan, Chipper, Michael, and Father Ed contemplating all the deep questions of the Bible. Some of my best memories were here inside of these walls with these people.
Pumpkin Festival, which we helped out with some of the sales and setting up of things, but so many came and spent time baking pies and breads and whoopie pies, cookies, all kinds of things. The thing that's most impressive about that was every penny of that went to the Boys and Girls Club here in Milford. Not a penny of it was raised for fundraising for the church itself. A very selfless act. And that inspires me to continue on this journey of selflessness. And we have found that the more we give, the more blessed our lives are.
And Dick and I have been regular pledgers as long as we've been here, trying to increase our pledge each year. Why? I wanted to give back in time, talent, and treasure to this community that has truly been a family to me over the years, and has helped me keep in my faith and live my life more in touch with God's will for me. You've been there for my family when my mom was sick and died, when my dad with Parkinson's had emergency surgery, moved into assisted living and died 3 years ago, when my husband had a heart attack 25 years ago, when my oldest son, who inherited my high cholesterol gene, had a heart attack a month after graduating from college. Wow. You've been there for me when I've asked for help with an outreach project, or messy church, or teaching church school. And just a few weeks ago, when I was feeling pretty overwhelmed with too much on my plate, and shared this with my choir colleagues, they prayed for me and put a reassuring hand on my back, and I really felt better, feeling their love and God's love. We also give of our time, talent, and treasure because we want Church of Our Saviour to continue to be there for others in the way it's been there for us, so that others too can know and feel the love of God as they journey through life.
I was informed that her father took his life. She was told he died. And we were so well supported by this family. With the help and support of this community, I have watched Isabel grow with hope and compassion and embrace a strong faith. She'll share her story with you shortly. As for me, I continued and continue to be inspired by the genuine atmosphere of love, hope, grace, and courage here at the Church of Our Saviour. I've witnessed several big changes in this church family, and they've continuously made this family stronger. What a powerful lesson. The perseverance of this congregation and dedication to the community is such a precious gift to so many. This family has truly inspired me along my journey and in reconnecting with my faith, and I'm so very thankful for you all.
Proverbs 11:24-25. One person gives freely, yet gains even more. Another withholds unduly, but comes to poverty. I can confess I've been guilty of the latter, but I can also say I've been learning to live into the former. And it really is a path and a way of blessing, a way of richness. And I say all this to encourage you as we're considering our stewardship gifts and our giving this time of year to help support the church and her mission in this community and around the world, that when we give, we are blessed and we receive.
But without this church, the love and support, and all the things this church does for the community, which we couldn't do without financial support. And of course, this is the time of year where we ask for financial support. And I know how important it is for the people at Share and Bridges, and sometimes parishioners like me that need help. So I hope that you will hold that in your heart and consider maybe even raising your pledge this year. I know we're going to try to.
It took me a long time to grow my relationship with Jesus and understand who he is. A lot of that came from here, from Father Ed and Father Hank, and from the mission trips that this church has helped pay for me to go on. But while these children might not understand religion yet, something that they do understand is love. They can appreciate family and friendship and everything that this church offers. This church offers more than just an education. It offers community. Please continue to support a place where all children can learn and grow to understand the true meaning of being a Christian.
And I hope that you'll in turn reflect on why Church of Our Savior is important to you and our community, and likewise pledge your support with your time, talent, and treasure.